Far right. Far right. What is far right? I would like to know what far right is. Is far right? Is it still the people that were always far right? You know, the guys with the swastikas and the skinheads and all that stuff. Are they still the far right people? It doesn't seem that way. Does it not feel that there has been an inversion, a complete flip as to what things used to mean? Like a racist, Islamophobe, that's a made up term, so let's not talk about that. You know, all of these other things that are used to cajole people, all these other terms that are effectively there to just to get you to silence, to become quiet. Don't talk about that. You're not allowed to talk about that. You're going to expose who we are and what it is we're doing here. We're trying to get the clergy plan through. Certainly seems that way. Seems that way. It's just as crazy to me because you hear about far left and you hear about far right and centre and all that nonsense. I don't believe in any of that stuff. I think you're either good or you're bad. There's no kind of middle ground. You know, you're not kind of good and kind of bad. You're just good or you're bad. That's it. That's it. And this whole term far right, I get called far right all the time. I'm far right because, and this is why I'm you know, people call me far right. They call me far right because I want controlled immigration. I want limited immigration. I'm pro-immigration, just to be clear. So I'm pro-immigration. I just want controlled, limited immigration, and there needs to be constraints on that immigration. If you come to our country, then you must assimilate to our ways and take part in what we have as a culture. All right, you don't have to be a Protestant or a Catholic. You can still be whatever it is that you are, religion-wise. Nobody cares about that. But these are Christian lands, so don't try to enforce your beliefs onto the people of these lands and or force us to kowtow to everything that you're about, because that's not what should be happening. And another thing is, our government are they're supporting, they're kind of making the native people of these lands, the indigenous people of these lands, feel like they are the people that are invading these lands and or immigrating to these lands and or illegally immigrating to these lands, or whatever way you want to put it. It's just a complete inversion. You know, it's like they've turned good into bad and bad into good. I would have considered myself probably left kind of center left years ago. Like, I'm pro, here's the thing, right? When it comes to, there's abortion, right? All right, that's a very, very sensitive subject. If the early pregnancy is at risk of killing the mother and, you know, and potentially the unborn child as well, then I think that there's a place for that kind of thing. But this whole willy-nilly, every other month I'm just going to get one of these abortion jobs done, I don't agree with that. It's ethically and morally wrong. You know, so I don't agree with that. Abortion should never be a choice for birth control. If a woman has been raped, you know, if that has happened, then obviously abortion can come into play there. Yeah, I'm pro kind of, I don't know, marriage, you know, normal kind of marriage. Look, if you're gay, you're gay, that's it. We don't need to be celebrating that. We don't need to be celebrating your sexual preferences, you know. But should you be treated any differently? No. Should you be treated better? No. Should you be treated worse? No. But should you have a month-long celebration where everybody is almost forced to take part? All right, maybe not forced, but yeah. No, we shouldn't have that either. So yeah, it's a bit crazy. The whole thing's a bit crazy. It just seems to me like it's been completely inverted. It's been flipped around, and you're made to feel like you're some kind of lunatic. I've been made to feel like I'm some kind of lunatic. You know, it's utterly utterly insane. It's insane. It's crazy. And the other thing, the jab. Because I was very much against it, and I was like, my body, my choice. Remember that used to be a big thing? All of a sudden it's not anymore, is it? You know, so my body, my choice. I don't want to take the jab. I don't want to take it. And I didn't take it. I never took part in any of that stuff. I avoided it, but I didn't ram it down everybody else's throat. Yet people were asking me about my Jabberoonie status. None of your business, and I didn't take it anyway. You know, it was crazy. It was crazy. You know, if you did your due diligence and research these things, you were classed a right-wing conspiracy theorist. Yet, if you support Ukraine and you support LGBTQ, all that other crap, then you're a good person, allegedly. And if you don't support any of that stuff, you're on the right. It's madness. It's complete madness. How have we got here? Anyway.